Welcome back. I'm Shay. We got ourselves another video. Arlette had a pop the balloon reunion.
Here we go again.
And you know, some people didn't learn from the show at all. And one of the main people that did not learn was the lady with multiple, aka 4 kids and I think 3 baby daddies or 4 baby daddies. I don't know. This her. And she gets pretty upset. She get pretty upset and come on, who didn't expect this? But hold up, you just hitting this video, needs the like button, hit subscribe, hit notification bell, and in the comment section give me a thumbs up or a heart just to let me know that it's real. But let's waste no more time. Let's roll that room. The door is open. Dark again. I know that nun on The Conjuring 2 is in there. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, you ain't know what that was. Oh, that doo-doo, baby.
So our next gentleman was definitely talked about a lot, all over. You know, there's clips of you on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook, but I've seen it on Facebook. So, Brian, you already know we're talking about you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on Pop the Balloon.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many kids
and
you
your
have?
preference? I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay. How many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. So there's no disrespect towards that, right? But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
Come again?
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from being a top
That's
tier
exactly
man.
right. Why? Because there's billions of women on this planet.
All right, Brian. So you came out episode 15. I was like, Brian, what are some of your deal breakers? You said you don't have not one, not any. But as we saw, as you went down the line, you did have a deal breaker, and that was women that have multiple baby daddies.
Right.
So, you know, what do you, is that something you came out knowing, or?
That should just be known. Like, can we just be honest? I don't have no deal breakers, but you know, if you have that behind you, yeah, okay, I got one now. Sorry. That's like a lady telling you that she don't have no deal breakers, but now she got one because she just found out that you put hands on women. I accept that. I think we should all accept that. I know it sounds wild that I just compared those two, but I did.
Of course, I came out knowing, but for that right person, I will compromise for that, right? And I think every man will compromise for that if they come in with multiple kids for multiple different men, right? Okay. We gotta like them like that. That was my deal breaker, but like I said on the show, then I would extend grace for somebody that I'm feeling like that. So that's what that was.
Okay. So then why is that something you didn't say like up front when I was like, oh, what's your deal breaker?
Because after listening to the women, I don't know which one I was gonna like. You know, as far as their responses, who I was gonna attract or, you know, pull energy from. So I didn't really know who I was gonna feel until I heard what they had to say. So that's that grace part right there, right? So even if they had multiple different kids from multiple different men, if I still like them like that, I would accept that, like real men do.
Okay. So you're kind of saying like you didn't want to say that just in case one of them popped on you?
All of them would have popped if I said that.
He was testing the waters.
Yeah.
But he was giving nobody grace. Why are you saying grace?
I mean,
you were giving no grace.
Even though that we talk.
Wait a minute. He was giving grace. He was trying to see if mentally you accept that you messed up. First off, every one of you that he talked to, your balloon was popped. So there's no point in giving grace. You want me to keep it funky. But yeah, he was trying to figure out, hey, yo, mentally, are you still that same person that when you were just having multiple kids? That's what I believe he was doing.
Me and this guy earlier, we was joking around. He said nothing wrong. Like, it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Y'all
forget that y'all the ones who
And
play
then,
right there.
and then y'all forget that I'm 41 years old. I got a 25-year-old child. So you're basing your perception of me from 25 years ago.
Come on.
I'm not that person I'm not that kid that
Yeah, you're just an old person that makes mistakes. It don't change anything. Based off the conversation you had with him, you didn't even sound like mentally you changed. Sound like you was looking for justification. Yeah, you might still be that same person, just older.
It's been 84 years.
I was 25 years ago.
Speak on
And
it.
I'm not that young adult that I was 25 years ago. I've grown from that. I've healed from that. I now make better choices, better decisions.
Right.
And I live more of a healthy love life, you know, than I did then. So you're going to tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
oh,
it's not.
but that happened 25 years
it's
ago.
not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace? Like at how long are you going to, I don't want to use the word punish, you know, for lack of better words, a woman for her past.
It's
like
not
Brian came out and said, I don't judge a woman from their past.
then
You know, we all
judged.
make mistakes. And then he basically just flat out judged.
That's the gentleman's preference. We're not judging you for how many kids. It's
Yeah.
how many baby fathers you got. If you
Okay.
get with a guy, and I'm 40 years old per
Yeah.
se, and I have 8 kids by 6 different women,
Yeah.
that says something.
And then everybody's situation is different.
That
Like
part.
4
we all
kids
have
and
Oh my
4 baby
God.
daddies.
But that's not
3
what
kids
it
and 3
was.
baby daddies?
My children I have by 2 different men, and I was in a 12-year relationship that was abusive. I escaped that.
They always in those type of relationships.
I should have locked you up and just let you out to work.
Tyler Perry movies.
By God's grace, I give thanks every day. And so when I moved on to the next relationship, I'm just looking for something better than what I had. And just because it was better doesn't mean it was for me. So when I realized this isn't for me, you know, should I marry this man just because society is going to look at me like I'm a failure as a mother or as a woman? Or no, should I keep going and look for what is really for me? I'm not going to
having
say
kids
that
by
I've
this
made
man?
all the best decisions.
You finished?
Thank you. He said it. You had kids by this man. You don't get to just say, this is better, but you know, I still don't want it. You didn't hear the childish mindset you just let spew out your mouth. Now I see why your hairline is moved so far back. That was wild what you just said. She just acted like because she didn't think that she wanted to do this anymore after having children, she don't have to do it no more. All right.
As a young adult, I never said I made the best decisions.
And that's
but-
what we're referring to, the
Yeah.
decision-making skills.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's now, that's in the past. So you're not gonna meet a woman and she tell you she stole a candy bar at 14 years old. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't do thieves.
She's always a thief.
Yeah, she was a kid. She made
14 and 20 something ain't the same thing. How dare you?
a mistake. She ate that, and the candy bar is gone. So in my situation, I feel like I ate that. I ate that relationship that I went through. I ate being a young teenage parent. I ate it. Like the young kids say, you ate.
Oh, you was a teenage parent. What about the other kids? When you was an adult, then you divorced the guy. Did you eat that one?
I feel like I ate. I've grown from that. I'm not that person that I was.
The relationship
so why?
is awesome, but the kid, you're bearing the man's children.
All right. So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions like, okay, how many baby daddies, how many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
You don't know what you're saying,
Of
do you?
course I do.
You don't know what you're saying.
Of course I do.
You don't know what you're saying.
I do.
You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. It is what it is.
It's a
my
preference.
person is my person. You know what I'm saying? But like, people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society, you know, and it's fake to me.
What?
I'm not with it.
Okay. And then
Is y'all right upstairs?
Did you what? Reality. 3 different guys exploded inside you. That's reality. How is he living in society by saying that, you know, a guy who's actually doing great in his life, he doesn't want a lady who just have multiple grown men inciting her.
It was good form right there.
That's wild. That's the thing. And you gotta be able to hold down this fort. Nobody who wants to.
I think Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something.
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. Right. But I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. We kind of chatted about it before. You know, everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you.
That's not.
You can't have a conscience in the pimp game.
Right? And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Okay. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. You got to be able to embrace that. We as men, we embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact thing and not get angry
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
feel like men are
No, they don't. A lot of men don't embrace accountability. It's just more men do it than women. But women, damn near none, madam. I don't even know why you're saying that. I think she's the same lady who did embrace accountability until people insulted her the whole time. That's wild that she said it.
aggressive and feel like men are aggressive when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right? And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit softer, but that's not the route that I chose.
You wanted to say something,
brother. The way you've been talking.
Hold on, 1 second. James is gonna go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup.
What the did I just hear?
You know what I mean? Like, I've dated girls that have multiple kids, you know, and...
Yo, girl.
That just says a lot about you, sir. Sounds like you're a simp. I don't know if you are or not, but it sounds like you are.
I think that men think one of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, you know, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, you know. And for me, I love kids, you know, like I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like.
Can I say something?
Everybody also have to know that he doesn't have that many women just flocking towards him. So play the cards that he was dealt with.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
That's what it sounds like, sir. Because biology go against what you just said.
Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's two different types of men. It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider.
Yeah.
What did that
Who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or some. It takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with one kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
fine.
you. You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a about anybody. If we can keep it G.
Man, you corny!
You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of.
That's the person? That's the person right there. You don't give a F. We can keep it G. You know what you need to keep it? You need to keep them close.
And
That's what you need to do, madam. Keep them closed. Speaking of your legs, what are you talking about? Come in this world to protect, provide, and the other thing. They did not come to do that to a lady who has two different guys who's supposed to do that.
Independent woman. And I deserve a strong man who's ready to take care of a household. Not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion. And I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? There's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in and take care of you and your unit.
That's a lie.
That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right? Because most men wanna start their own family, all right? You know what I'm saying? So why would we come in and...
She didn't even want a man who wore skinny jeans. Are we gonna act like that didn't happen? She popped it because his jeans.
Be a stepdad when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm gonna be the 4th. You're gonna look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house. Right? Because they're not mine.
Because you're not a baby daddy or a husband. You're not gonna be a baby daddy.
You're the head of household. It's a difference.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father, right? So I'm not their biological father, right? So, and things come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, you know, I'm not raising your sons right. Or you can't.
I'm a dead this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy. I don't need a like that. I don't, and I said,
what the are you talking about, man?
You don't want one.
What are you talking about? That's not what he was talking about. He's talking about the thing the other guy just said. I say, I can't do these certain things. You gonna act like I'm not doing something because technically you are still gonna treat me as if they're not mine. Or you're gonna treat me as if you know how to raise them better. That's what he's talking about. But you know, now she's talking about a dude saying that they're not my kids, which is a fact. But go ahead, madam, tell us how you're a victim.
I need a man who knows who's gonna come into a whole house. He's gonna take mine as his. He's gonna take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
I'm not living into
We don't watch Steve Harvey, madam.
society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys, because this is real life. You show me the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say too much more, but you know that easy.
If you guys were to get together, hypothetically speaking.
Who?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Just hypothetically, you and Brian.
You and Brian. If you and Brian were to get together, hypothetically speaking, can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my children?
You see that expression that all of y'all just made? That's the problem. If that was between a husband and a wife who the kid came from both of them, that wouldn't even be a thing. See, I hate all of you.
So yes,
let's word that a little.
Well, we know what we're talking about. I mean, Brian, you understood what I was saying, correct?
Correct.
If your kids is acting up, can he whoop your kids? Like he can whoop his own son?
If they need it. I mean, let's be real.
You just
this
have
ain't
to
about that, but let's be real.
If you're going to whoop somebody
Here comes Mr. Simp.
else's kids, you just got to be ready for that repercussion.
The afterward.
What?
Exactly. What
You
comes
feel
after
me?
that? Because as a father, nobody's going to whoop my kids.
Exactly.
But if
barely whoop
I
my
am the
kids.
step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm going to whoop them.
Huh?
But you're not
And
gonna
I
whoop them for
understand
nothing.
that's
can't whoop
double.
your kids, but
no,
you can
Different
because
ways to discipline
I'm ready
kids
to fight
besides
for mine.
whooping them.
Thank
I'm
you.
ready
I
to
got a
fight for mine.
5-year-old.
So
My son has never had a whooping.
listen, I'm
Didn't he just say that he's gonna whoop someone else's kids if he's the step parent, but if nobody's gonna whoop his? He just said that, right?
But if
barely whoop
I
my
am the
kids.
step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm a whoop them.
But you're not gonna.
What? Oh my God. So you're a crazy simp. That's what I just heard.
I understand that's
can't whoop
double.
your kids, but
no,
Different ways
because
to discipline
I'm ready
kids
to fight
besides
for mine.
whooping them.
Thank
I'm
you.
ready
I
to
got a
fight for mine.
5-year-old.
So
My son has never had a whooping.
listen, I'm ready to fight for
Ever.
mine.
That's why you
So
don't talk to
I'm
none
going
of
to check
them.
you on that. And if dude wanted to check me on that, he has that
Yes.
right. And that's all I'm saying.
And,
is you
and those
gotta-
are the issues that
It's the
we
way to
deal.
do
And
it.
those are the issues that we deal with being a step parent. Like, and another
are the
thing that I want to
insecurities.
address is that.
Oh my God.
Like Brian, I've been hearing you talk since we've been here all day. Like your demeanor hasn't changed. So I want to say, like, I don't think that you were aggressive at all. I think that you were being you, and I appreciate that
Exactly.
authenticity that
Exactly.
you have been bringing.
Big screen. That was wild. I don't know who. who brought this weird Barney simp who looks like the nugget that Ronald McDonald didn't want to hang out with? Grimace. That's who he is.
Ronald, the Happy Meal isn't happy.
I was so upset. What are you talking about, sir? And madam, you're just letting your lips touch. I know she has a very tasty flavor chapstick on or lip gloss, because she just kept talking. She just kept moving her mouth. That right there was a presentation to why you should not do this. You should not try to take care of someone else's kids. That was wild. I think that you do need those guys. Like, I think Purple Shirt actually exists for a reason. You need someone to do it.
He ain't lying.
But while they were talking, I started thinking, maybe you shouldn't. Like, maybe we don't need this guy because this is looking pretty awkward. I'm so offended, and the amount of weave that's everywhere is just destroying my soul. I felt so bad for Brian because he was sitting there just dealing with them saying stuff and making accusations, calling things insecurities, saying that he's not man enough. All these things was being said about him, and he's like, I just don't want a lady with multiple baby fathers. I didn't even know that was a problem. She didn't even like my jeans. Are we forgetting that? Hey, O'Brien, I don't care what they say. You did a good job, my short brother. You keep going. You keep going. Stop painting your hairline on, but you keep fighting through. Don't let Grimace back there with the strapped beard. I didn't even know Ronald McDonald friend went and got a beard. Don't let him tell you nothing. You're doing good, my boy. You're doing good.
Oh, you ain't know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.